Nothing stands still. Nothing is inert. Everything moves, oscillates, and resonates. This ancient Hermetic insight, preserved through centuries of esoteric wisdom, invites us to look beyond the illusion of solidity and stillness. What appears fixed is, in truth, vibrating at a rate too subtle for the senses to detect. From the smallest particle to the vast sweep of galaxies, existence is motion. Today, we explore the depth of this universal law and uncover how the principle of vibration connects modern scientific discovery with the timeless insights of mystics, philosophers, and spiritual traditions throughout history. More importantly, we will see how understanding this law allows us to consciously participate in reality and elevate our experience of life. The principle of vibration teaches that everything in the universe is in constant motion, differing not by substance, but by rate of vibration. Matter, energy, thoughts, emotions, and consciousness itself are all expressions of the same underlying essence, appearing different only because they oscillate at different frequencies. What we perceive as solid matter is simply energy vibrating slowly, while what we call spirit vibrates so rapidly that it escapes ordinary perception. This Hermetic principle reveals that separation is an illusion created by limited awareness. Science now echoes what ancient wisdom long proclaimed. At the atomic level, matter is not solid at all. Atoms consist mostly of empty space, with electrons vibrating around a nucleus in constant motion. Even the most stable object is, in reality, a field of dynamic energy. The difference between stone, water, air, and light lies not in what they are made of, but in how fast their internal energies vibrate. Thus, vibration becomes the hidden key that explains form, transformation, and change. The principle of vibration extends far beyond physical matter. Thoughts are vibrations. Emotions are vibrations. States of mind are vibratory frequencies that shape perception and experience. Fear, resentment, and despair vibrate slowly and feel heavy, while joy, gratitude, love, and clarity vibrate at higher rates, producing feelings of lightness and expansion. This is why emotions are contagious and why the presence of one person can elevate or depress an entire room without a word being spoken. Hermetic philosophy teaches that mastery begins with mental vibration. By learning to consciously alter our inner frequency, we gain influence over our emotional state and, consequently, our external circumstances. This does not mean suppressing emotions, but rather transmuting them by raising their vibratory level. Anger can be transformed into resolve, fear into awareness, and sorrow into understanding. Change occurs not through force, but through frequency. From a spiritual perspective, the principle of vibration reveals the unity of all existence. Sacred traditions across cultures affirm that creation itself emerged from sound, movement, or divine vibration. In the Christian Gospel of John, it is written, "In the beginning was the Word," pointing not to spoken language, but to primordial vibration. In Hindu philosophy, the universe arises from the sacred sound Om. In ancient Egypt, creation begins through divine resonance. These teachings all point to the same truth. Vibration is the creative force behind reality. The human being exists within this vibratory universe as both receiver and transmitter. Every thought we hold, every emotion we cultivate, and every belief we reinforce sends ripples into the field around us. Just as musical instruments resonate when tuned to the same pitch, human beings resonate with environments, people, and experiences that match their internal frequency. This explains why similar patterns repeat in our lives until our inner vibration changes. Philosophers understood this deeply. Pythagoras taught that the universe is governed by harmony and number, and that sound and vibration are the mathematical foundation of existence. Plato believed the soul itself was structured according to harmonic principles. Later, Plotinus taught that the soul ascends by refining its inner motion, moving toward higher states of being through inner purification and awareness. To elevate consciousness was, in essence, to raise vibration. Modern psychology reflects this ancient understanding. Carl Jung explained that the psyche is not static but dynamic and energetic. The unconscious is alive, pulsating with archetypal forces that shape experience. When we remain unconscious of these forces, they express themselves through emotional disturbances, compulsive behaviors, and recurring life patterns. When we bring awareness to them, their vibratory expression changes and transformation becomes possible. The principle of vibration reminds us that transformation does not begin with changing the world, but with changing the frequency through which we experience it. As our vibration shifts, so does what we attract, perceive, and create. Life becomes a dialogue of resonance rather than struggle. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. When we learn to move with this truth instead of resisting it, existence becomes less about force and more about harmony. And in that harmony, we discover not only how the universe works, but who we truly are. Thank you for watching.